I'm gonna shut the door.
What's the reason for that?
Well, I want it to be organic.
It still can, like you don't see the door.
Alright.
So you can shut the door a little bit and start it a little bit.
I want everybody to know our secret of us having stacks in a secret location. Coming to you live from the Bat Cave. Not really.
Why are you vlogging?
Why am I vlogging? Normally I just film like my max weeks. I don't try to do my workouts because they're fucking boring. Not like boring to me, but if I was watching something on YouTube and someone's like, I'm doing 4 to 5 sets of like 12 to 15 reps on every exercise. It's like, alright, I'm gonna skip past the curls. I'm gonna skip past the tricep extensions. We get it, you have big arms. At the end of the day, you're kind of fat, so I don't really want to watch you work out anyways. I really just want to see the stupid stuff like you lift something heavy.
Yeah.
Or what you're gonna be eating. What kind of burger at Grill Mall did you eat this week? That's normally the normal. Like people on Instagram know what I eat. If I don't have Grill Mall every weekend, it's like the people on Instagram are disappointed.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
Yeah. Their burger of the month this month has French toast for buns.
What?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like some kind of weird country gravy breakfast thing with a fried egg on top.
Is that a famous everything?
Yeah. Who knows? I'm gonna fuck it up though. Saturday or Sunday, it's going down. So, anyways, I'm supposed to be maxing out. Well, not maxing. I'm supposed to do 1 to 5 rep, build to a 1 to 5 rep max of squat and overhead press tonight. Overhead press, I will probably follow the rules. I feel like I owe myself at least 1 YOLO for the year. I've been very conservative about my squat. At my meet, I think my max squat is like 450 something, 454, whatever it is in kg. 454, yeah, 454.
You're like
the other day, I was just like, I was a hair off of like 200 kg for a triple. So my squat somewhere is estimated, like if I wasn't sandbagging. At my meet, I probably could have squatted 470, 480. Probably, but it would have been like a 50-50 rep. So like at the meet, I was 230. Right now, I'm sitting at 235. So I mean, not much of a variance from where I was in March. You know, I'm still, it's like what, 5 pounds body weight. You know, it's the same way like people will discount like the accomplishments of somebody that's like buff on steroids, and they get all butthurt because it's like, well, I'm ripped now, I made it, bruh. Like, why are you hating? But like when you're fat and tubby, it's like, well, he's just strong because he's fat. But at the end of the day, he's still fat. So it's like nobody really cares. So it's kind of like the same thing. When somebody's like tubby and they have like a decent lift, and you just like, you find the first thing you can do to discount that lift. That's what social media is for. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do 460, 480, and then 500. And then like if I don't get 500, whoop-de-doo. 480 is still like what, like 8 or 9 pound improvement where my estimated 1 rep max is. And then at the end of the day, like it really doesn't matter because it's still like a gym lift. Alright, I'm going to hit you with this one really quick because we're not going to have really much time for me to go through everything. With my warm-ups, I do the stretching stuff pretty much so fast that it's impossible for me to record it now. I don't spend a whole bunch of time doing mobility. This is my mobility right here. I've learned to take my time with the descent. That has prevented me from getting any calf pain while squatting, which I used to get a lot. I switch to a really wider stance with the squat, but sometimes you'll notice that I may bring it in a little bit closer if I feel I'm a little bit too wide. That second one, you notice I kind of drifted a little bit. So it's mainly just finding the perfect foot position with non-working weight before we get into to things. So I have my SBD sleeves on under these sweatpants, and you'll see in a minute why you see me stripping down layers of clothes. It's not necessarily because I'm hot. So here's my last real strong tester before we jump in the meat and potatoes of things. Alright, quick Barbell Brigade bathroom check-in. I don't know if you can tell. I am wearing
sweatpants and a sweater in between sets. Basically, I just want to keep my joints warm in between attempts. I want to get plenty of rest, so I'm doing about 5 to 10 minutes rest. Something similar to a fast-paced meet. Normally you get about like 20, not even 20 minutes, maybe like 10, 15 minutes in between each of your reps. So I just did 440 for a test, blew it up. I kind of went really low on it. So I'm gonna go 460, 480, 500, and then I'm gonna cut it. So wish me luck. But I also recommend if you're going to be doing max attempts, bring something warm with you, even if it's hot. In between, and stay well hydrated as well. You know, sip on some kind of beverage. I have BCA's a monster with me, so I'm getting energy and stuff like that. Blah 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 blah. Bro shit. But yeah, sweats in between attempts. I'm wasting energy making this, and then you know, right before you're ready to go, take all the shit off. All right, deuce. Also, mouthpiece. You know, you can use one. You don't have to use one. But I guess if it helps up here, then why not? All right. So let's go ahead and continue back on to the squats.
YouTube's probably gonna be all up on my nuts about copyright claims and shit like that, so I guess I'll do a voiceover over this music. Normally on Friday nights, my girlfriend trains late with me, and you know, it's just become our kind of normal thing. She's gonna be doing a USAPL meet, and I think March or April of next year, and she's awesome, man.
I just want to be buff like my girlfriend.
Alright, we're making some progress here. So 460 felt pretty good. Decided to move up to 480. And since I'm showing a little bit more, I hate constant videos of everybody like unracking a bar, setting their feet, doing one fucking rep. The clip's like 2 minutes long. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. So yeah, a little grindy, but you know what? Like, I'm still alive. I don't feel bad. I don't have you know, the little dots in my eyes. I'm feeling pretty good and confident that you know, 500 is right there. So my girlfriend's congratulating me for squatting 500, and I'm telling her that's not 500 pounds. So on to the next. Let's do this shit. This to me right here is basically what this gym is all about.
Ooh, alright, so that was fun. So things went as planned. I didn't use any spreadsheets for this. My estimated max on my training, I think, was around 471, 475. I knew that I had a little bit more than that in the tank, so that's why I did 460 as kind of like an opener. That went pretty smoothly. 480, I came a little forward on that. That's probably something I'm gonna have to work on with my low bar, because they all turned into hybrid high bar squats once I got to the bottom. For some reason, I guess I just let the bar roll up tonight. I am a little I am fat around the waist, so like I can't put my belt like one notch tighter. Because it'll start to impact my hips and my ribs, and it'll actually prevent me from hitting depth. So I actually have to squat with a 4-inch belt with it one notch loose. So that's probably why you noticed a lot of rounding. But at the same time, training with a 3-inch belt really helped strengthen my core for the few squatting cycles that I did with that. I'll probably integrate that back into my next training cycle rather than using the 4-inch, just really to save my ribs. So anyways, yeah, man, I'm pretty fucking stoked. I got a 500 squat before the end of 2015. It wasn't even like a goal. It was like, that would be nice if I could hit a 500-pound squat at the end, before 2015 ends. And it just so happens I was like, hey, you know what? I never really YOLO, but tonight I'm gonna fucking YOLO. And so I did it. And 500, there it is. Thank you very much, everybody that helped me with the spotting and words of encouragement, checking my form, checking my depth, letting me know that I had more in me or whether to back off. So thanks Evan, thanks Brandon, thanks Tiffany, Kyle for moral support. Thank you for my beautiful girlfriend. Thank you Joe Charles for just being awesome and energetic. Thank you Mike James for texting me just to make sure that I was okay after the squat. I don't want to give up too much. I'm still, I've only told like 3 people who my coach is. I'm still kind of keeping that a secret. Mainly because like I don't want people to look at my results and then judge that coach based off of, my diligence. Let me close this. Yeah, so based off like my diligence, like I don't want like people to think that, my coach is like not a good coach or that I'm not losing weight or whatever. Like nobody really knows what I'm doing and everybody's training would be different. So I think that would be unfair to the coach for people to, and then like I don't want to be like influential to where people like start signing up with a coach because like, I said that I had good results unless like, like their goals are in line with mine. Like really my goal is just to lose weight. My goal wasn't to get stronger. That just happens to be a side effect of doing so much goddamn hypertrophy. Hanny, what's up, Tony TNT?
Are you doing the restaurant already, Tony?
Oh, no, it's your office. Bro.
Oh, wait, you get out.
You get the fuck out of here.
I feel bad.
Yeah, TSA, with TSA, I recommended a lot of people to TSA after working with them. Anybody that was serious about doing a powerlifting meet, I think there's a lot more to doing a powerlifting meet than just being strong. And I was writing a blog the other day and I didn't get a finish about, just like it's like disheartening to me to see so many like young people enthusiastic about powerlifting getting like fucking debilitating, is that the word? My English kind of sucks. Debilitating injuries. And like they can't squat anymore and they're like 10 years younger than me. Like I'm 35 years old. You know what I'm saying? And like there's kids that are like 25, 24, blowing out their knees, slipping discs, all kind of crazy shit. And I think the thing that I took away from TSA is that, just go at a snail pace. It's okay not to, if you don't hit your goal, like whenever you determine that you were gonna hit some goal, it's cool, dude. But if you keep working, you'll eventually get there. But at the same time, you're gonna get smarter about your training. There's gonna be certain days where you'll be like, you know what? I shouldn't be a dumb fuck today and try to squat 500 pounds. And then there's certain days where like you feel remorseful because you've held back from your true potential, and you're just like, you know what? Stop being a pussy and just do it. And today was that day. Today was the day for that fuckery. And like I had cut ties with TSA back in April, just because I wanted to do my own thing. I was dealing with too much stress with work, and powerlifting felt like a second job, and I just did not enjoy coming to the gym, along with a few other personal items that were going on. So yeah, TSA, I recommend them to anybody that's serious about doing a powerlifting meet to properly educate yourself how to participate in a powerlifting meet. My current coach, my goal is basically, so there's been some discussion with people that actually read about bro shit or are trainers that there's really no way to increase your metabolic capacity. And that's kind of like what I'm paying for. So at the same time, it's just like, let me just see what my body's gonna do, and we'll go from there. I'm segueing again. My current coach, he's a smart dude. I trust him, and I'm gonna continue to work with him. And then based off of my results, you know, however long it takes me to finish up with him, you know, I need to give him the benefit of the doubt, as well as getting to know me as a client. And I think that's something that's really important as a client of any coach. Don't expect instant gratification with any coach. You may, you know, get some kind of like some noob gains in like a short period, and then there might be a period where shit's not happening. And it's like at that point you can either trust your coach, or you know deep down inside from what your coach has taught you and your training has taught you, you know, that maybe it's just time for you to separate and go your separate ways, or, you know, to trust that coach and just stick it through with them. But at the same time, you should never feel obliged to stick with a coach. But on the flip side of that, you should always give them the benefit of the doubt, because they may know what they're doing, they may not know what they're doing, and every human is different. So there's no secret formula for anybody. I don't really know where I was going with this, but if you're still listening, I appreciate it. I guess I'm just really fucking happy that I squatted 500 pounds. I was supposed to max overhead press tonight, but I figured I shouldn't push my luck. I am a middle-aged man. Well, not even a middle-aged, maybe like what is it? 1/4 of a middle-aged man? Pre-aged man? I don't know. 35 is pretty young. People are really drastic and think 35 is old. And powerlifting, 35 is old. The LA Lakers, 35 is old. So yeah, that's it for this really long video of me talking about a bunch of bullshit that really doesn't matter, and I have no idea why you're still watching it. But thank you very much for listening to my idiotic rambling. I will see you next time, and I'm probably gonna do my overhead press tomorrow, along with cardio, and then a lot of other things, and maybe, yeah, just shut the fuck up, Wayne. God damn it.